Welcome and thanks for checking in to the next episode of the Elementis podcast. In this podcast, we talk about innovation, transformation, and longevity. My name is Michael, and I'm the host for you today. And if you like this kind of format, I really would like to ask you to give the channel a little push by hitting the bell and subscribing. In the future and very soon, we will launch the Longevity Club by Elementis, and you guys definitely don't want to miss this one. And today, we have a very special guest. Pleased to welcome you back, Veronica.
Thank you.
Veronica is, I hope I get that all right now, a retreat leader from the United States whose work focuses on guiding women to reconnect with their authentic selves and awaken their feminine essence, divine feminine essence. Veronica has traveled to more than 70 countries, learning from monks, shamans, and healers, and brings together a unique blend of global wisdom and practical tools for transformation. She recently led her own retreat group here to the Hot Stone at Elementis by Elementis, and we are delighted to have her back to share her insights and her experiences with us today. Veronica, very welcome.
Thank you
Welcome
so
back home.
much. Thank you so much, Mike. I appreciate it. And thank you so much to the beautiful audience that's here following the beautiful Elementis and Hot Stone community. It's a real honor to be here again. I've been to Hot Stone a few times now, and every time that I come here, it's just such a beautiful, welcoming space. Everyone that works here is amazing, and really just the services that they have to offer is really next level. So I can't wait to share a little bit about our experience.
Thank you so much.
Mhm.
Always nice as a let's say operator to hear this from a guest. Obviously, the biggest reward you can get when somebody is that happy with what's happening here.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. And like what Mike was saying is, I've been hosting retreats for almost a decade all over the world under Sacred Divine Goddess. And we go to really high vibrational, high vortex places, sacred Stargate portals to really open up our energetic bodies, to really feel the unlimited potential that there is at these sacred lands. And it's really beautiful to come back to Bali. I've been coming to Bali for almost 30 years. It's a beautiful sacred land, beautiful divine feminine energy, such beautiful healing powers, especially here in the Ubud area, such medicine and such wisdom. And to have people or companies and communities like Elementis and Hotstone that are building like the next level new kind of ways of health and longevity is really amazing.
Yeah, indeed, Bali is a very special place. There's only one place like that in the world, right, where
Yeah.
so much positive energy is present. My personal belief is that's because of the Balinese people.
Oh,
When
yes.
3 million people praying for you, wishing you, blessing you with good health, prosperity, protection every day, every single day. I get my villa blessed every day. It's just incredible. I believe always that is enough positive
Yes.
energy for everyone. Yeah, people who understand that they will feel what does that mean when they are here, right?
1,000,000%. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely agree. Hmm.
I would like to ask you, was there a single moment during your journey? You saw so many countries and were having the experience with so many monks, shamans, healers. Where you realized or what triggered you to do what you do today? Can you say that?
So, ever since I was a young child, I always had this inner pull and this inner calling to travel.
Hmm.
And, I grew up in the United States. My family's originally from Mexico. And, my family was always very supportive, wondering why I was so inquisitive, why I was so curious to experience different cultures and traditions. Um, And honestly, I think it's really something that comes from the higher soul, from the highest aspect of ourselves. We have certain callings, certain pulls, certain draws to be in certain places.
Mm-hmm.
So I left my family's home when I was 15 to start traveling the world. And I think through living so many decades on and off overseas, in various different countries all over, I think it was really what naturally was able to be a service and an offering, from everything that I've experienced, received, learned. And it was just such a beautiful offering to be able to gift this to other. It started off with just women, to other women that have never really traveled alone, or that never had really, had the courage to leave their home and to experience something. And so I was offering a beautiful, safe container and a space
Mm-hmm.
to be able to offer these really unique experiences where you could be touched in your heart, touched in your heart by the community, by the beauty and the nature of these sacred lands, by really the hospitality, and just really allowing yourself to really plug in and to connect to an ancient wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
So it was really, I think, just a natural progression of my life that just became into an offering, into a service, and into a mission.
Mm-hmm. So would you call it some sort of inner calling, maybe?
Yeah, absolutely. It's
Mm-hmm.
definitely an inner calling to be kind of an intergalactic, peacemaker, an intergalactic person that can really travel to all of these sacred lands, and not just the lands and the waterways. Like right now, I'm really called to work a lot with the sacred waters and the sacred animals, the dolphins and the whales, and receiving their beautiful sonar codes, their beautiful wisdom, ancient wisdom that they have, that really allows us to really like activate our DNA, activate our divine inheritance, activate our divine intelligence and wisdom, and really connecting to us. And so this is why I love weaving all of these kind of retreats and coming to places like Hot Stone, where it's also about wellness. It's also about holistic wellness. This path of spirituality, of ascension, is about really working on our inner pillars, our beautiful body temples and our pillars. What is it in all the ways that we can purify our vessels? What is it where we can really feel whole and, free of toxicity? It affects the mind, it affects our emotions. And so really incorporating this aspect of wellness on top of everything else that we've been experiencing on these retreats has been incredible, because really our body temples are the ultimate. Like, this is where our beautiful soul is housed. And so it's really important to nourish ourselves, to replenish ourselves, to receive some of the highest treatments, spa treatments, to receive, hydrogen therapy, to receive hydrogen water. All of these things really is it's like a wholesome approach to really connect to everything.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What I like also personally about it is the simplicity in everything, right? So we, sometimes our societies and our, let's say, spaces where we are living in, that teaches us to also to forget about what is so natural, right?
Yeah.
So, and this is the place for people indeed to reconnect,
Yes.
to heal, to recover, to find different approaches, right? Yeah, this is what we indeed want to achieve here and provide. And technology is one thing, but the simplicity in that is amazing, right? I mean, we're talking about water, food, but what kind of water? What kind of food?
Exactly, the quality.
What kind of space you're living in? For us, normal things, right? And 30% sleeping. Okay, what kind of sleep are you going to have? We all know that sleep's so important, but also to provide the best sleep possible, right?
Yeah.
And to bring people, even they forgot how to sleep good, to bring them back to what's missing, maybe, and to analyze. And often very simple solutions, but people are so busy, and distracted often, that they forget about the simple things, right?
Yeah.
And this is one thing what part of our concept, and
Amazing.
it's very beautiful to get this feedback the more, because this is all about this energy and frequency where we want to what this place is emitting, basically.
Yes.
hopefully in every single detail. I mean,
Yes, absolutely. You know, everything
work in
is
progress.
about energy, sound, and vibration, and what you're incorporating into Elementis with having amazing sound quality in the rooms where people can actually sleep with amazing sound frequencies.
Yeah.
You know, creating this beautiful sound healing space that's open to nature. You know, nature, you know, the reason why we feel so incredible being in nature, because nature has the capacity to hold the expansiveness of our soul. You know, when we're cooped in a small room, we feel a little claustrophobic, but when we're out in nature, we
Mm.
can literally feel the expansiveness and we are connected, you know, to nature.
Yes.
And every flower, every plant, every tree is emitting such beautiful sound frequencies.
Yeah.
And
Correct.
so the people that have opened up their inner ears to really hear, it's like a beautiful orchestra
Mhm.
that is really being, you know, casted out in such beautiful ways, you know. So yeah, and so incorporating that inside of the rooms as well, to having super amazing sound frequencies that are catered to each individual of what it is that they need to work on is just beautiful. The sound healing that you're creating at Elementis as well, you know, it's just super high vibe. It really is. It's amazing. With the inhalation at the same time, the hydrogen therapy inhalation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just the beginning, right? We are still on the beginning of this journey, but very soon we will open this new place, and with all these tiny little details coming together in a I don't like the word, but holistic concept.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and yeah, this is something hopefully creating, let's say, triggering. You're talking about transformation with your groups, right? To your, can I call it sisterhood?
Mm-hmm.
Sisterhood,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we want to create also this transformational experience for people, and this triggers something, and then they can hopefully continue their journeys when they're back, and providing this support. It's not just scratching the surface; that's going deeper, right? And
Mm-hmm.
uh, honestly speaking, for me, I'm not a medical professional, obviously, but the biggest question, or one of the biggest challenges I see, is to make people understanding that they have to work on something when they come here to a place like that, expecting results, of course, but it's also not only, you cannot just give the responsibility to Elementis or to Hotstone. Yeah, so we also need to find a way that we speak the same language, that we achieve some goals for the sake of the people staying here, right? So it's, for me personally, one of the biggest challenges,
Yeah.
because it starts at the beginning, and maybe you can also, based on your experience, what you have,
Yeah.
how to break this what barrier, let's say, like
Yeah.
this, right?
And I agree with you. I think everything is really about lifestyle and devotion.
Mhm.
So they can come here for a week, 10 days, however long, weeks, you know, however long the program is. And because you do like a full analysis of their blood, you do
Correct.
osteopathic work, nutritional work, etc. And so they go home with these beautiful tools of how to continue this devotional practice to themselves.
Mhm.
And it's really a change of lifestyle to be more conscious as far as what we're consuming, what we're hearing, what we're eating, you know, our surroundings, our environment. And so just having this beautiful community that you all are creating, and follow-up assistance and the coaching that's available is really important, you know, to really kind of be there and continue to mentor people along the way. And I think that this is what our retreats, all the ladies that came here to experience a lot of things, really enjoyed the community, really enjoyed the assistance, the learning. You know, you and the owners of Elementis are so monumental with really sharing so much knowledge, so much wisdom, really educating and inspiring your clients to, it's kind of like little light bulbs going off, you know,
Mhm.
little light bulbs of maybe, wow, you know, this could be a different lifestyle. This could be something that's really beneficial for us. How can we continue with this? You know, it's really just creating and lighting that inner spark in people
Mhm.
that then gives them the inner fire to then continue and pursue this. And I know it's been now a couple of weeks since we had the retreat here, a special spa package for a week and the women are still lighting up, still speaking about hot stone, still wishing to come back, coming to Elementis when it's open. I mean, this is, and so there's something that was sparked, that was ignited, that they see how they felt here, how they were nourished here, how the staff treated them so well, those services that they received were really, next level. And so all of this is kind of creating a momentum to also bring that to their communities. A lot of the women that were here are alternative medicine practitioners. They're also estheticians and spa, practitioners, etc. I mean, they're all in the holistic wellness industry, a lot of them. And so it's really opened up a space of creativity within them, and also figuring out a way, how can we get this nitrogen or hydrogen water to the US, because everybody wishes to continue drinking this. When we receive some of our blood tests before and after drinking the hydrogen water, they can see a change. They saw literally how their blood cells literally plumped up, how so much more activity was transpiring.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is the beauty. I think you are already creating that. I don't see it necessarily as a hurdle. I think it's just building the community and sharing inner wisdom and knowledge, and really, sparking that within them to continue.
Yeah. And this is a very good point. We are 70% water, right? And what kind of water do we drink every day, right? And one of the most important things we need to, and sometimes I know that also for myself, because I didn't drink always Okeara in the past, as you can imagine, right?
Yeah.
So you just open the bottle and drink water because your mom told you 2 liters per day is healthy, but what kind of water? And there are differences, and there are so that they have such a huge impact on the long run to your health. This is really fascinating. Yeah. So and once you are, let's say, I was about to say addicted to the, but to the science behind it as well, right? You really want to know everything.
Exactly.
Possible, right? When it comes to this kind of simple element. Right?
Absolutely. And I think that is what created a lot of this inner spark, is having the owners really show us the quality of other waters versus this beautiful hydrogen Okeara water, just by doing electrolysis tests, TDS tests, all of these different tests. I'm not a scientist, so excuse me if I spoke incorrectly, but all of these tests that we could visually see. We could visually see the change in one water versus another, the statistics of one water versus another. And so I think that this is part of the education. This is part of sharing with your community and people that come here as clients, so that they can actually see it for themselves. A lot of people want to see scientific proof. A lot of people want to see physical results.
Course,
so it's simple, and it's very simple,
Can you prove it? Yeah.
Exactly. And you have, you have. And so it's just been really amazing.
Yeah. You've already discussed so many things. I can just flip the pages and just maybe we don't even need the script, but you had a personal experience, as far as I can recall, with Bali Belly, and
Yes.
when you were staying here and hopefully eating somewhere, not here.
Yes, there was a group of us. We were comfortably housed and nurtured here at Elementis or at Hot Stone, and one night we decided to venture out into Ubud. And we all ate and drank some other things, and that night we 4 of us got Bali Belly really bad. And we felt awful the entire night into the morning. And we were super grateful that you shared some of this Okeara Blue water. And you can probably share a little bit more about it, but you shared this with us and for the ladies that were sick. And within, 36 hours or so, we were all feeling 100% better. And from what I hear, Bali Belly lasts a lot longer than that. So there's some really magical things in this water that really assisted us to come back to health.
Yeah, and also a natural substance what does the magic, right? So it's a water supplement. It's very structured water, so it can easily penetrate all our cells and organs and deliver this magic where it's required very fast, therefore it's happening very fast. Usually this process will take much longer when you don't drink structured water because of its high bioavailability, similar to alcohol, for instance, right? When we drink a shot of alcohol, so we immediately
Feel the effects.
in our brain, not even somewhere else, right?
Yeah.
And that is the same property also our water has. But in the same time, this Okeara Blue contains a substance called hypochlorous acid. And this is what our white blood cells produce naturally. So in many cases, it's already being used for instance, treating wounds of diabetes patients, just to disinfect. It's a natural disinfectant, basically. So it doesn't do any harm to the body. It's the opposite, right? It helps. It sends the message to our white blood cells, go there, be active, because and repair something, repair tissue, or take care of pathogens, or and killing them softly and then get rid of them in the same way. So it doesn't do any harm to our body. It's just a natural substance. What our body also forgets, like we forget so many things, forgets to produce, right? Because of oxidative stress, because of unhealthy lifestyle, all the effects we don't want to see or have, and so the supply now within our cells is limited. So, and when you're dealing already with some issues, it slows down your metabolism and your immune system, and you open the door for infections or bacteria, viruses, any kind of pathogens, especially in this kind of climate, right? So therefore, this is just a tool, a supplement, what belongs to every traveler's luggage when they're especially in tropical climates, right? So it's called Bali Belly, but I just learned in Jakarta, for instance, nobody understands it. What is Bali Belly?
Well, there's Delhi Belly as well. There's all sorts, but yes, it's definitely packed in my suitcase for my next travels. So yeah.
So something good coming out. Some another thing good. What's coming out of Bali? It's produced here. The factory is 5 minutes from here. So yeah, we want also to take this opportunity to talk about this special product, just to let people know this is available in Bali, right? You don't have to go to hospitals or being 3 days hospitalized with IV drips or something like that, and your insurance company will pay you later. That's as an example, one bottle will cost you roughly 10 Australian dollars, and you need basically, how much did you need? Three bottles, right? Something like that. So standard protocol. So $30 by Bali Belly, right? So that's simple. Just to do a little bit of the advertising while we are sitting here.
Of course. Yeah, I mean, it's a great product, and yeah, I'm sure if people were to experience it, receive it, see the effects, they would want this in their homes as well.
Yeah. Yeah, since last week, we are now online. Imagine, high-tech company. You can buy it online now.
Amazing.
So in Gojek and Grab, also
delivery
media as well. So yeah, the local people will know where to get it then.
Amazing.
Indeed. So, and saves a lot of precious time during your holidays, right?
Yes. And you're also wishing to expand this globally as well, right? So if there's enough people that are interested in these products in their home country, with a certain minimum quantity, they can come and bring a production facility there to actually be able to distribute this in other countries, which is really amazing.
Yeah, the idea is just to test the market first if there's a demand. What we create, safe also for both parties, right? We offer 50-50, not 51-49. We're really a fair 50-50 joint venture partnership, preferably with somebody who has a certain market knowledge already, and can also register the product. I mean, we are at the moment already in the process of registering in USA, but of course not in all countries. That really depends on the situation. And then, in best case, people can take care, distributors, right, already in the market, can then register the product and distribute it in that particular country, right?
Yeah.
Or region. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, this is what we want to achieve with this product.
Yeah.
And it works, proven, and so it's already tested now also in several clinics, and soon other hospitality places will follow. So it's easier to access for people rather than you can basically, it should be in every store or pharmacy around here, right? That you can just go there, or when you exit the airport, right? Preferably.
Yeah,
right?
perfect. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I really think that the vision that all of you have here is phenomenal. Just from even offering this water complimentary in the restaurant, complimentary in the rooms, so that every single water that is consumed here is with this beautiful hydrogen water. So it makes a huge change in just even a few days' time, a week's time, however long you're here. It makes a huge change within your immunity, within your blood cells. So yeah, I really appreciate the wider vision that all of you have into what it is that you're offering and creating in this wellness industry to really assist people to really better themselves internally and ultimately externally in how they show up. Health is our number one key thing. Without it, we really can't do much in this world.
Yeah, correct.
So yeah, thank you so much for the vision of having all of that, or all of the team members that are a part of this and behind it.
Thank you so much. Yeah, still a long way to go to achieve what we have in vision as the, let's say, end goal. But we are on a good way and working also with a team of fantastic partners, especially in the medical field. But you already met some of them.
Yes.
There are others around the globe, basically, where we collaborate with. They are doing what they're doing already since decades, so we don't start from zero with what we do and test what we do.
You have experts coming in, experts that have been doing this for a long time.
And also one big achievement for us will be hopefully happening next year when we open our Wellness Academy, where we can all bring this kind of people here as a melting pot for longevity, biohacking, functional medicine, all these different spiritual healers, right? From all directions, sharing knowledge, creating something new, probably. This is what we envision for next year, right? So
amazing.
Yeah. I have one question. The word goddess. How did it come to the word goddess? Because I would like to hear you. Yeah.
So goddess. It was actually the initiation into motherhood is what opened me up to the frequency of the goddess. Before, when I was still a maiden, when I was still young, I wasn't aware of a goddess nature, a goddess frequency. But it wasn't until I was actually pregnant with my son that all of these visions, all of these higher wisdom information was coming through. And that is what opened me up to the goddess frequency. When he was inside my womb, I had very different goddesses, various different goddesses from different cultures come to me and were sharing wisdom of motherhood, of the initiation of motherhood. Even when I was giving birth, it was about 44 hours, and I felt like I was going through and clearing so much karmic and generational and ancestral things from my lineage before I was even able to have him. And I had a water birth. It was a beautiful water birth. I didn't want any doctor interference. I just wanted it to be as natural as possible. And after having that initiation into motherhood is when a lot more of the spiritual wisdom was coming through, a lot more calling as far as different countries to go to. So it's really through the beauty of my son that really opened me up to this. He initiated me into this pathway.
No, thank you for sharing it.
Yeah, thank you for asking. It's a really personal
yeah,
question, and it's a beautiful one. Yeah,
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 fantastic.
yeah.
So, are you planning to come back to Hotstone?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And
Thank you.
Elementis, as soon as Elementis is up and running, and definitely envisioning bringing other groups here to really experience what it is that you have to offer. I really feel that people can really see a significant change in just a short amount of time. Yeah, really excited.
Yeah. Yesterday also had a very interesting discussion. This goes then more into this medical part. Yeah, so fantastic people around. So where we can do the diagnostic part here, right? And then also work on a way to give people a complete different insight in their bodies compared to what they know from conventional medicine, right? And where they're running from clinic to clinic to clinic, where they're
Right.
coming without any result. I mean, I just not so familiar with
Lyme's disease, yeah.
topic, right? Because I think it doesn't exist in at least not in Germany. I don't want to speak for all Europe, but
It's definitely in North America.
right.
Yeah.
So and when you hear there are different ways to roam, obviously, right? But when you hear that you can really help people by giving them the insights they need and to find out what's missing, some
Yeah.
elements, some minerals, it's most a combination of many things, right? And but the technology now is available, and the technology will be available here, for instance, to give people this level of insight. Say, I wouldn't say how to treat, or we don't cure anything, right? But we put just a human body in an environment where the healing process can start by
Exactly.
itself, because as you know, our body is programmed like that per default,
Exactly.
right?
Just having the perfect internal environment.
Yeah. So
To heal.
yeah, this is just the place here at Hotstone at Elementis in Ubud, where we started all of this with this fantastic building technology, the first beautiful mold-free building, where we are sitting, not right inside right now, but in front of. So you experience this first building technology in the world where it doesn't require any conventional air conditioning. So you don't have to deal with mold. You don't have to deal with freon gas, which is then somehow released in the environment. Is what we're breathing. So our building technology, I don't want to go too much into these details, but our villas are cooled by 2 tons of ice each. So we have an ice-based cooling system, and it's fully automatically controlled. It regulates humidity, CO2 levels, oxygen levels. It recognizes how many people are inside, and then it will adjust the environment accordingly. So yeah, I just wanted to share this also with you guys, what you can expect. So we are just not another retreat. I think we're pretty much doing the opposite of what everyone else is doing. You're right. And yeah, hopefully, or apparently, yeah, people like what we do.
Absolutely. You're taking wellness to a whole new level. I mean, even every little small detail, like, what he was talking about is even the construction of the building, the materials, they've sourced materials from all over the world to get the best quality materials. air conditioning is extremely toxic. In these kind of tropical climates, mold is prevalent and it's everywhere. Unfortunately, it is in a lot of places and a lot of retreat centers, really nice ones. You can pay a lot of money for really fancy retreat centers, and yet they have mold. And so these are the small details that you have all thought about to make sure that even when we are here on their property, that even our room is mold free, and just has such beautiful quality finishings, and just everything is safe for internal, respiration. Everything is safe. Every single material is super safe and conducive to a healthy environment, internal and out.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I think that was a very exciting, interesting episode. Thank you so much for coming back.
Only absolutely. For this. Thank you so much. I appreciate being here.
Awesome to have you here back, and hope to see you soon again. Right?
Absolutely.
So.
I'm looking forward to my spa services shortly.
And you have...
I have some schedules.
You have some schedules.
You can't come here and not have your spa services.
Yeah. Fantastic. I just don't want to take more of your time. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
It's a great pleasure. This is Veronica Roose from USA.
Thank you so much.
My name is Michael. This was the episode of The Elementis Way, where we talk about innovation, longevity, technology, for it comes to health and well-being in Ubud right now. See you next time. Thank you.
Many blessings. Take care.